At this hour, just past midnight in Ukraine, air raid sirens activated in the country's capital. The war getting deadlier by the day. Putin seething at the show of force by Ukraine, now launching weapons capable of leveling cities. Some shocking videos just from the last 24 hours. Look at your screen right there, folks. It is scary. A volunteer in Ukraine recording an update on his phone when all of a sudden an airstrike hits the building right above him. Rubble, glass fall on top of him. The aftermath of an airstrike in the city west of Kyiv. Lights out. Homes and hospitals destroyed. Fires everywhere. In Ukraine's second largest city, Kharkiv, firefighters searching for people buried under rubble. Fires engulfing government buildings after Russian shelling. Still burning, folks. Emergency workers responding to attacks on infrastructure, damage to their TV tower, and even their Holocaust memorial site. Attacks caused TV outages, forcing many to look to the internet for updates on the war. Russia attacking civilians, hospitals, schools, homes. A man filming the war-torn streets of Ukraine as a Russian tank, now watch this, rolls down the block. The tank takes aim, just missing the man in the building. Wow. In Luhansk, the Russia separatist area in eastern Ukraine, a brewery attacked. Russia's war crimes continue to pile up by the day. Ukrainians fighting relentlessly all day and all night. Volunteers joining in the trenches, attacking Russia's convoy of armored vehicles and tanks trying to penetrate Kyiv. Ukraine's stand against invaders trying to destroy their way of life. The Ukrainian Ministry of Defense saying that nearly 6,000 Russian soldiers have been killed and hundreds of their planes, tanks, and vehicles destroyed, despite the billions in military aid pouring into Ukraine. The Russian army may prove to be overwhelming. Russia has over 900,000 active military personnel. 900,000. Over 1,500 planes, over 500 helicopters, 12,000 tanks, 30,000 armored vehicles. They may not even have touched the surface of the weapons they have in Russia, and it's likely that the carnage and mayhem will only get worse. Russia has cluster bombs at their disposal, which can scatter into 150 smaller bomblets and hit an area wide, destroying anything and everything it hits. A thermobaric bomb, one of the deadliest non-nuclear weapons around. Video of a Russian bomb hitting a Ukrainian airfield proves these bombs may already be in use. By the looks of what we're seeing, folks, this war is only just beginning. Putin won't stop until he has a hold of Kyiv. And all the while, America is helping to fund his war by buying Russian oil. We're getting to all that and more on The Balance right now. Right, joining us again with the newest updates from Kyiv, parliamentarian Kira Rudik. Kira, thank you for so much for joining us again. You know, the pictures look like they're getting deadlier and deadlier. More fires, more buildings being bombed. The big building being bombed out. Yesterday, we saw looked like a government building that took a Stinger missile to the side of it, or right near it, onto the sidewalk in front of it, blew the side open. Today, we see a bigger building. Another government building on fire from the top down, took a couple of hits. Give us a sense of what you're saying. Has it ratcheted up, the bombing?
Yes, we have seen that the bombing has increased. So it was the first time today, like an hour ago, when the missile hit really close to where I am. So it was shaking so hard that I fall out the chair that I'm sitting in right now. And it was really terrible. And it was the group of the people who are part of my resistance team, they went to look it up. So the rocket hit the heating system for the train station. So we think that it was aimed to the train station, but it just missed it a little bit. So Putin is just targeting concrete places where there are many people. He wants to have victims. He's getting annoyed, and he's trying to destroy us, like now in larger pieces. Also,
Kira, So my concern, I think the whole Western world's concern is, as the Ukrainian government has, or the army has noted, that 5,840 Russian soldiers have been killed, and we see the tanks, the Russian tanks, burned out Russian tanks. When Putin sees this, and he sees it on the world stage, he sees it in America, he sees it around the world, that is embarrassing to him. Is the concern, certainly my concern, that he's going to step up and start hitting your targets, hitting your cities a lot harder in the coming days?
This is anticipated, that he will be raising the stakes for two reasons. The first one, that he is not getting any win, and today is the 7th day, no major city captured. There are massive destructions in the cities. However, we are holding still everywhere, and we are giving him a really good fight. And the second concern is that the sanctions start working. You have seen the stocks, you have seen the price of the Russian ruble, and it's going down and down. Of course, he's getting annoyed. Of course, he would want to show why he started this war and be able to explain, at least to his nearest circle, what is going on right now. I totally agree, and it is anticipated. I will tell you more, that with this convoy that we are seeing that is coming to Kiev, it is anticipated that there will be a siege. We are getting ready to that. Today we were patrolling the entrance and exits, and there has been so many attempts to take the entrance and exits from the city, the highways, because this is how he plans to starve us out, and this is how he plans to actually take down the capital. We do understand
it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see the pictures of that beautiful, once beautiful city, and just being bombed and parts of the building falling out. Before I let you go, Kira, we had heard that you were on a Putin kill list. Tell us what you know about that, and you have your gun with you in the event you are, and some of Putin's hitmen come knocking on your door.
So there is a list of politicians and people from the government who are on the Putin's list to destroy. This list was taken by our intelligence, and we were warned that we will have to change the place where we live and probably change the looks, so we will be in the less danger. So I think it was a good idea to arm myself. This is the first thing. And the second thing is, well, whatever he tries on, we are ready to give him a really, really good fight.
You know, we've had you on several times, and we want you to stay safe. We want you to be safe, and I just see this ring surrounding your city and getting closer. Please do what it takes. Get out of harm's way, and by all means, keep that weapon with you, because if you see him, be ready to use it. Kira, thank you for joining us again.
Thank you so much for having me. We will win.
All right.